Hi everybody, this is Katie Ashley, the Membership Support Coordinator here at the Elko Area Chamber. Today I'm sitting down with Katie Krinka, the owner and editor of the Everything Elko magazine. Thank you for sitting with me this morning, Katie. Is there anything you want us to know about you before we get started?
Thank you. It's great to be here with you this morning. I appreciate this opportunity. I appreciate this opportunity that you offer to our member businesses. It's a great opportunity. So this is Everything Elko magazine, and I'm excited to be here to share about it this morning.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So we'll just get started. So can you tell us about the history of your business and how it got started?
Yes. So Everything Elko was originally started by Marin Wendell. She was the founder of the magazine. I came on board with her in 2018. I had a new baby, and it was a great opportunity for me to be able to work from home, flexible, be with my family, but also be involved in the community. So I love that. In 2020, I was presented the opportunity by her to purchase the business. So I did take over as owner in 2020.
Wow.
So yeah.
That was busy.
It was very busy. I'm one of the crazy people that decided to buy a business during COVID. So there we go. But I figured if we could survive that, we could probably, hopefully, knock on wood, survive anything. So, and here we are, going to be starting our 5th year. So it's exciting. So.
Yeah, that is really exciting. So can you tell us how, since the founding and then you purchasing the business, how has that evolved over the last few years?
Yeah. So my history with the magazine, I moved to Elko in 2014. And when I moved here, the magazine was my lifeline. So I picked it up every month and I would read it cover to cover because I didn't know anything about Elko. So, it's how I learned about events. It's how I learned what businesses, what different services they offered. And so then when I had the opportunity to take it over and become the editor of the magazine, I really do feel like it's just sharing my heart with the community every month. Like, I love to be able to shine lights on different organizations, nonprofits, different community events, and that's my goal each month.
I love that. Your monthly calendars are like one of the first things I go to when I pick up the magazine is just seeing what's happening.
Thank you.
Because I'm like, well, maybe there's something different in here because there is. There's so many different community calendars, but there's different things in each one. Yeah. So I like seeing what gets where.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So one thing that has evolved with that's been a really cool thing is we offer the magazine, the calendar, also on our website, and then it's also on our app. And like on the app, people can go in and put events into their own calendar. So that's really cool too.
That is cool. That is something I didn't know.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How long have you been a member of the Elko Area Chamber, and what has that experience been like?
So since I took over as owner, the previous owners were members as well. So the entire time I've been owner, we've been members of the chamber. The chamber has been such a huge resource to me. So as a small home-based business, it can be very hard to be involved in the community as far as connecting with other business owners. So the chamber has been a huge resource to me. That is how I have met so many other business owners and connected with them and be able to connect our businesses, how I can support them. So the chamber's been a huge resource to me. I'm really grateful. Business before hours and business after hours, I try to attend as often as I can. And it's a great way for me to meet people and also learn about other things going on in the community that I might know otherwise. So yeah, it's been a huge resource.
And you're the chair of our board this year, which is super awesome.
Yes.
You get to hang out with Billy and us, but more Billy.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Love Billy. Yes. Since 2021, I've been on the chamber board, and I just find it as a great way to give back to the community. The chamber does so many great things in our community, and so I love to be able to be a part of that.
Yeah. Well, we love to have you on our board.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Are there any chamber events or programs that you have found particularly helpful? I know you mentioned our networking events. Is there anything else that you want to touch on there?
Well, the other chamber event that's really special to my heart is our Christmas tree lighting. So we started that a few years ago. And that was just another, way we wanted to be able to connect and in a family atmosphere, to be able to bring the whole family and create events that everyone can come to. It's free, so there's no limitations for people that way to be able to be a part of it. And it's just been such a special give back that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite events of the year. And so, yeah.
It is such a cool family event
Yes.
that we get to do just here in our front yard.
I love it.
So fun.
Yeah. That was actually born out of when we were talking about challenges and things, and it was about, some of our larger member businesses talk about when they recruit a person here to work, it's also about supporting the family. The family has to be happy to live here too, in our small community. And so if we can find different opportunities of family events to create, that's really important. People need to feel connected in their community.
Yeah.
So I kind of had that in the back of my head, like we really need a tree lighting. And that was the year I presented it to the board, and it's just taken off and done so well. I love that.
Yeah, it is so much fun. And I'm glad that we have it because, of course, our first year I had left the chamber, and then I got to come back and do the second and the third year, and now we're on our fourth, which is crazy to me.
It's so awesome to see it continue to grow. So it's a great event.
In what ways, outside of the idea of the Christmas tree lighting, does your business give back to or engage with the local community?
So really the whole magazine is for our community. Like I said, every month it's a free magazine. We distribute 4,000 copies each month. We're in over 200 locations. We really try to be accessible to everyone in our community. I have people ask me, who are the readers? And really it's anyone. It's anyone in our community. I see families picking it up and reading it together at breakfast. I have, older gentlemen that tell me the bird article every month is their favorite thing. And there really is something for everyone in between. And so we don't really just have one target audience. It's anyone in our community. For our give backs, we do host a pumpkin festival each year. And so that's out in Lamoille in October. A very fun, big event that we host every year.
I feel like that's another local favorite.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a free event for the community too. We truck in pumpkins and have a huge pumpkin patch, and just try to make it a lot of fun for kids and families to have that time of connection in the fall. For that event, our give back, we partner and do a give back with the Boys and Girls Club. For that, they are our charity partner for the Pumpkin Festival. We also have been able to partner with local organizations with the parking lots. So we have a parking lot there, and then that's run by EHS Theater Department, and then they keep all the proceeds from the parking lot there, and that's been a really good thing for them as well. So we try to find any opportunity we can to be involved and give back in different ways in the community. We try and sponsor, the local sporting events through Elko and Spring Creek, and we try to be as involved as we can. So we're dedicated to our community.
Awesome, especially, I think it's so beautiful that you moved here in 2014 and you just kind of dove head first into the magazine, into the community, just to soak it all in. Right? I think that's amazing.
Yeah. My husband's fifth generation from Ruby Valley here in the community, and we're committed to raising our family here, and we want to support the community any way we can. So.
Awesome. What challenges have you faced as a business owner, and how did you overcome them?
So my biggest challenge, I would say, each month is that we have very hard print deadlines. And I'm always living a month in advance. So that can be really challenging, because when you're working with business owners and they're wanting to make plans for their advertising, they don't always know yet what they're doing a month in advance. And so that can be really challenging. And then just the very strict print deadlines. My publisher and I, we set our print deadline for the entire year. So I know already the entire year when we go to print. We actually went to print this morning for February, so now I'm diving headfirst into March. And so that can definitely be the biggest challenge, is just always living so far in advance, and having people understand those print deadlines. Sometimes they'll reach out and it's like the week the magazine's coming out and they're like, oh, we really want to be in that magazine. I'm like, I'm sorry, I went to print 2 weeks ago. So just so people know, our deadline is always the 10th of the month before, if you're wanting to reserve space in the magazine.
And that, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's for the calendar, ads, articles, anything.
Yes. Correct? Yeah. Yep. That covers all of it. We need it always by the 10th of the month. Yeah.
Perfect. What are your future goals for Everything Elko? Where do you see it in 5 or 10 years?
I just want to see it continue to grow. We have the website, we have the app. My vision, if in my perfect world, is when someone's driving down I-80, they know that they have to download the Everything Elko app and have everything in front of them about what's going on in our community before they get to town, and they know they have to stop and what restaurants they should be eating at and what shopping they should be doing and what events they should be attending. Like, that's my long-term vision of that. I would love that as people are coming into town before they even get here, they know they need, that's the app I need to have. It's going to have everything I need. And I'm going to stop in Elko along whatever my journey is on I-80. So that's how I'd like to see it continue to grow more.
Perfect. So anyone watching, if they have family visiting this year, make sure to tell them to download the app and check it out before they get to Elko.
Yeah, they'll help them while they're here.
How do you stay ahead of trends and changes in your industry?
I would say just staying connected with our community and hearing feedback from different business owners about, any challenges they're having or anything that potentially the magazine can be a resource for. I'm always open to new ideas with the magazine and new features that we could offer. Like one we're going to offer next year. I got a lot of feedback from it this year. People were wanting to submit their Christmas church services. So we're going to do a big feature on that next year because people need that resource. Apparently there is not a resource that shares all of that information. So we're going to make sure. But the hard part for that is I have to do that in October, because it's November 10th will be my deadline for that. So that's something I have to plan far in advance. It's not something I can do in December. So so that's on the agenda for this year. I would say the other most important way I can personally is with our graphic designers. I have 2 graphic designers. And they are always staying up to date on the latest in design. And I think that really is what sets us apart is our design of the magazine. So I always get compliments, people from out of town, and they're like, I can't believe you designed this, here in our town. So it's always my goal to be a very quality publication with our design.
Yeah, well, I think that's absolutely amazing. I'm so thankful that you came and chatted with me this morning. Is there anywhere that people can find information about the magazine, whether they want to submit any ads or anything like that, or just find the magazine or find your website?
Yeah, so our website is everythingelko.com. The best way to reach us is through me personally. My email is katie@everythingelko.com, and that's the best way to reach me. I'm always happy to connect and discuss advertising opportunities. We have quarter page, half page, full page advertising opportunities. Sometimes those can even include article features. We like to partner on different things that way as well. So there's lots of opportunities. We also have our digital advertising with our on our website and on the app and on our social media. So we offer lots of different opportunities, and I'd love to connect with anyone.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for coming and sitting down with me. If anyone is interested, please get a hold of Katie. Check out her website for more updates on the chamber, local events, and everything going on in our community. Make sure you're following us on social media at Elko Area Chamber on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, check out our website, elkonevada.com. Thank you again.
Thank you.